Hey guys, it's Crackers. Welcome back to House Flipper. I've been sitting in here just meditating, trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the backyard. Oh my gosh, guys, I tried so hard to get you a video last week, but every time I came out here and I stared at this, I was like, I have no idea what to do. As I've said before, the garden stuff is not my strong point. It's not my forte. So I was really confused about what I wanted to do back here. And every time I logged on, I was like, I don't even know where to begin. So, I mean, I've thought about it a little bit. And I don't know. I'm kind of imagining a lot of sand back here. I kind of want to add I want to make it look like there's some kind of height differences. Excuse me. But I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I was thinking that let's go into architecture here. Let's go into these things. I wish these were kind of like a complete unit and not. Hang on a second here. Where's the dark gray? I don't even know what color I'm using actually. Maybe. No, I think we'll stick with something like this. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wish that this had a seam all the way around. So they could be sort of like, I thought maybe if we had a higher sidewalk and then had sort of sand underneath to make it look like, it was like, there's a dry creek bed underneath. Because we could use these, let's just see here. Where is the surfaces? We could use these bricks. And we probably will use some. Again, I'm not sure what color. We could probably, we could use these, but they're kind of the same height as the rest of the yard. And I'd like to have a little bit of height. I looked at fences and I thought it'd be nice if we add any fences, we'll add this color. I honestly, I just don't know. This probably is going to take me 10 episodes just to do the backyard because I'm going to drag you guys through every agonizing second of it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be neat, but I just don't know where to make kind of a yin and yang thing in the grass. I thought that might be kind of cool, but I don't know exactly where to put it and what purpose it'll serve. Is it just going to be a decoration? Are we going to have chairs around it? That kind of thing. I thought we could use the architecture. We could use some of these gazebos, like maybe this. I kind of like this because you can change the roof color. And maybe it would kind of give it an oriental kind of feel. We could use a pergola. Can we use all of them? Would that be too much? We got to use the koi ponds. I would like to have some bridges. Anyway. But I do want to have varying textures in here. I want to have, some sand and then maybe have that surrounded by some mulch and then maybe have a lot of wood, kind of decking. But for now, we're going to get rid of these sidewalk blocks. Yeah, we'll start from there. And yeah, I don't know where to start, guys. Okay, I think we're gonna use these things. And maybe what we'll do is, except for we're gonna have to start this out a little further. So what's gonna happen here then? Oh gosh. Let me figure something out to get started here, guys. Because, like I said, if we go to the surfaces and we get the sand, can we not have round sand to work with? It would be kind of cool to have sort of a little dry, kind of sandy little, it's not going to look like this. It's maybe a little bit crazy, but maybe we'll wrap this through. I don't know where we're going to go with the sand. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but it will eventually, hopefully. have like a little sandy thing. And then we could, let's grab the little cement blocks here, and we can have some dark gray. I don't know why I'm going with the dark gray. I think it's just because we gotta have a lot of black and the black frame of the door. Yeah, I think we'll use that. But I'm not sure how to incorporate this because I don't want it to be a sudden step up here. So I may have to sort of square this all off and maybe put some decking in here. So I'll probably have to move some of this. But I mean, what if we just sort of if we kind of like make this sort of a, we're kind of going off in a weird direction here. But then maybe we could kind of veer back. And then maybe we could have like a, here, let's just go maybe one more. Let's just start going back the other way. I'm not exactly sure if this is what we're going to do. I think I put this one down wrong. Yes, I did. Yeah, kind of a weird little step, and then maybe have a gazebo that it opens up to. But are we going to have the, I think we can put the gazebo on top of this, or we could maybe then bring it back down to the other wood thing. But if we had something like this, and then I'll fool around with it off camera just to get more done. So if we kind of had like this little dry creek bed kind of running through it. Let's just make this wider here. Oops. Oh, what did I do here? Kind of make it look like it's sort of, yeah, we'll have to play with it a lot more, but kind of just bring it in. I hate that this is square. It makes it a lot harder. But we'll do this. And then maybe we can line this with rock. And then maybe we can make it, we'll just kind of scatter, we'll put koi ponds in here, but we can get some rocks maybe and then line this. And then the outside edge against it maybe can be some mulch. And that's where we can do some plantings. But in the dry creek part, I think I just want it to be simple. Like, because when I think of the Zen Garden, we're going with the Zen Garden that, I can't remember who the original person is that mentioned it, but I really like the idea, and I know a bunch of you really liked it too. Like, the only thing I think of when I think of the Zen Garden is like those little square things that you put on your coffee table that you have a little rake and you rake the sand. That's what I think of when I think of a Zen Garden. You can't really get the same sort of effect, but I just kind of see it as just a simple sand bed with just very, like, you know, we can use some of the Japanese lanterns in there, maybe some rocks. Keep it simple within the sand thing. Oval garden stone. So I have no idea what color we would use. We would just use a dark gray. But we could kind of like line this with some, I don't know if I think I'd use maybe some, well, we could have a couple of big ones. But we could use some of these other, here's a Japanese lantern. You know, we'll have some really simple things, maybe just like a couple of little bushes in there. We'll line this, and I'm just making this up as I go, guys, honestly. Isn't there some little wooden, where are those? Hang on a second here. Maybe it's under fences. Yeah, these things. We do the gray to kind of go with. We could kind of use these too as sort of dividers. How far away do we have to be here from this rock? Okay, let's buy mini. I don't know how tall I would do it, but I wanted just to kind of give it the illusion that there is some height variances in the yard. So you know, we could have sort of divider. I might use the shorter ones. I'm not sure. Yeah, those might be a little bit long. But we could have a mixture of like stone and some other sort of border dividing. And then we could go into the mulch. And let's see, mulch. Should we use mulch? Oh, at least they have rounded mulch. That's good. Wood shavings we could use. Could go with a little punch of red or something too. And then we could have sort of like a mulch circular. Oh, I'm going to just totally, I'll be going over this, guys. I don't even know if this is what I want, where I want it. So, but yeah, we could surround that with some mulch. And actually, maybe when I figure out what we're going to do here, because I think we're going to have a lot of like kind of a wooden sort of decking on top of things. This could be just sort of a sidewalk, and then maybe we'll go into the decking or not, because I like the height of this. We could have the decking surrounding this too. This could be a problem though in some areas because we're not kind of using straight square lines, so we're not going to be able to really butt up the decking like in a straight way, so we're going to have grass or mulch between. But if we grow, let's go back into here for just a second. I know you guys are probably like, what are you doing? Because I'm really just not sure. I'm just sort of making it up as we go, but hopefully it'll turn into something. So should we use like a black, or would we use can't really fit that under, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use underneath it there. That's going to be a little bit difficult. But, oh, that's actually the perfect amount though. But this could be sort of decking that we use throughout. Oh, that would be, this is going to take forever, guys, if I want to do this. But if we have sort of a decking surrounding this, I mean, of course, like I said, we're going to have sort of gaps. Let me just fill this in a little bit. Let's see what this actually looks like. All right, guys. So, I mean, I'm not even exactly sure what I'm doing. I'm not even sure if I want to use this color or if I should kind of try to match something that matches the house a little bit. Pick something that matches the house a little bit. But that's kind of what I had in mind with like the sand thing, is just to have it bordered. I went to the shorter pieces of fencing, and we'll just kind of maybe add the odd rock in here and some fencing, and then it'll give us sort of, you know, these different layers to our little sand bed. So I'm hoping that this kind of looks like it's sort of down lower than the rest of the sidewalk because of this thing being up higher. And we'll have this little sand bed, and then we'll kind of build some nice greenery here and there around the outside of it. And then maybe we can have, you know, even some bigger trees in behind this layer of kind of greenery. So I don't know, we'll do something like this. And this can just be sort of a deck area for some patio stuff. And eventually we'll have, like I said, maybe this will lead to a gazebo back here. And then maybe we can even have like another path off here. Maybe we'll put a bridge, and then we can have another little, like a little path that kind of goes throughout here, and maybe we'll put a couple of koi ponds in. I don't know. I just want it to kind of, I don't want it to be too busy. Like having these little simple little pieces of greenery I think would be good. I was looking at what else they had. How big is this one? It's a little bit, oh, that's small too. Be nice to have something that's just I'm not going to do blue, but that's another nice size though. That might be a good size to go with these. What does that color look like? Yeah, just something really simple in little spots. We could maybe even make just like a little rock bed and put a little bonsai tree or something in the middle of the sand here and there, but I don't want to busy the sand part too much. And we might even stretch this right to the fence. I might make this sand part a little bit bigger, but over here, like I said, I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure what to do here. Like I said, I'm imagining like maybe opening up to a gazebo, but I do want to do a yin and yang too. So I want it to be fairly big. Sorry, it froze up there. So maybe we'll do that back in here, because I don't know where else we would really fit it in. And again, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's just going to be just a decoration and we'll walk around it. So I got to figure that part out. But I think this might be kind of a good start anyway. Yeah, we might kind of wrap this, maybe bring this out and kind of in back here a little bit too. I don't know, guys. It's something. In a way, I wouldn't mind having this kind of hovering, and I was almost thinking that maybe we could put these things down underneath, but then remove them and have these things on top. So it kind of looks like it's more floating. There's a bit of a space in between. Not sure if that's doable or not, but I might fool around with that too, so that, yeah, I don't know. We would start it maybe at like here. I just want to check something really quick here. Hang on. See what this would look like. So let's see if we still have that in our favorites. We do. I don't even know if you can stack these, so I'm just going to try. So if we put a bunch of these, then we put these back. We can, okay. So how did I have this? I think I had them kind of staggered, right? So it sort of looks like it's going up higher. This would be a lot of fooling around for nothing though, probably. Okay, and then could we remove the bottom? Would it look like it's floating? Let me do a few more, we'll see. Okay, I fooled around with this a little bit. I kind of played around too with just like bringing it a little bit higher underneath. So I just want to see if these now float and what it, I'm gonna have to redo that though, darn it. Oh, that's a bummer. But as long as we don't remove the top blocks, I can fix the rest. Why is it doing that? That's annoying. Okay. Just to kind of make it look like it's almost like making a tiny little bit of a bridge. But let me fix this really quick and we'll just see if it kind of gives the look I'm going for. I better do the sand first. Okay. So let's fill this in now. Not sure exactly how much came out. It's hard to see underneath, but as long as we don't see it, it should be fine. And here, we'll just go across. Okay. I mean, you can barely tell, but it kind of just looks like maybe if there was a stream, it would kind of run underneath of it. And it kind of gives it the illusion that that's floating a tiny little bit. And this is just a slight little staircase up and down. So, yeah, just, I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't mind that. Yeah, I kind of like that there's a little bit of a space in between. You can barely tell, but I think we'll play around with that idea. Like I said, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this whole thing. Because I want there to be some sort of rhyme or reason to these, like, wood things. So I might just have a square little area. We'll fill this in with some greenery. Yeah. It's too bad because this is an irregular shape, you kind of have to spread these out. But you can see sort of gaps between them, which I don't really like in certain angles, but if it looks really bad, we can always replace it with a rock or something. Anyway, okay, I kind of like that as a start. And like I said, we'll put, I think, a gazebo here, but I think I want the gazebo on top of these pavers to make it look like it's a little bit higher. I just want it to look like there's kind of different heights to this backyard a little bit. So we'll start with that. And like I said, we will put probably a koi pond in. And it's going to be, there's not going to be a lot of green. I do want to add a little bit of green. Like I want there to be grass in some areas, but I don't know where exactly. So it might end up being a lot of just patio and mulch and sand. I think we need bigger spots of sand though, for it to be a really decent sized Zen garden. So we might expand this out a little bit. But let me put down, figure out what we're going to do for the gazebo, and then I'll bring you guys back, because then we can at least put that down and then kind of build around that. Because I want to have like pathways to go to some of these areas too, and I'm not sure how to incorporate that either. I think we definitely need a bridge, and I think that's under architecture. A nice long bridge. This one, what would be more? This is a wide bridge. Let's just have a look here, because they don't really have, oh, they have a bridge. Yeah, I'm not sure what color we would do, but if I could square this off to this thing, which would be right about like that, right? And then have like sort of a bridge going over some of this too. We'll have the patio come up to the bridge. Like I said, I'm not sure what color we would do, but we can have a bridge, and then maybe this will lead to some of the koi ponds too. But then what are we going to use here for sidewalks? You know, like to extend the path. I don't know. Because we're going to have the patio probably come up to... Well, you don't have to have it quite this far. We could bring the patio thing in. Maybe have the patio just come out to like about here. And then we could fool around with the idea of maybe just having sidewalk paver kind of stepping stones for a walkway in some mulch. So if this was all filled in, well, it looks like we have to fill this in before we put the bridge down, so we can fix that after. But to get the idea, let's just put this down. Yeah, we could have maybe just like a little path like that leading over the bridge, and then we can continue that little path throughout some mulch over here, and then we can have koi ponds. I don't know. It's something maybe, guys. It's a start of something. We'll see. I kind of like this kind of irregular sort of little path, though. Okay. Let me figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to make this all kind of come together here. One thing I'm excited about is those chairs that I wanted to use as meditation chairs. Maybe we could use out here. Let me just look at the furniture. Which ones were they? These ones. I think these might be a nice style for out here, and we might be able to do, yeah, like the red. We'll decide on, like I said, I have no idea what color we're going to go for, but the pillow can be, well, it could be the red as well. But we could have those sitting out here, which would be really nice. Have a couple of little sitting areas where they're just kind of relaxing. But I think this is a start anyway. Yeah, I think this will be good. Okay, let me do a little bit of work, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. Just got to figure out exactly what we're doing here. Because I'm almost thinking maybe it'd be nice to have like this sort of path a little different than the rest. But I don't know what we would do. I mean, we could just go into a lighter mulch. And just under where the pavers are going to go. So that you can kind of tell that that's a different kind of path than the rest of the mulch. Because the mulch that we're using for the rest of it is going to be where sort of our plantings go. So we could do something like that too. We could even use gravel underneath. Okay. Yeah, let me give it some thought, guys. Like I said, I have to figure out exactly what colors we're going to use for everything so it all sort of goes together. Like I said, I don't know what color gazebo we're going to have compared to what the bridge is going to be like. But I think I'll probably stick with a lot of the black for the patio and any kind of like sidewalks like these that we're using. But as far as the bridges, I don't know what color to go into for those. So I'll figure all that out. I'm going to do some work, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, guys, I haven't gotten too much further, but I kind of expanded this little sandy kind of Zen, I don't know, riverbed thing that we're making here. I'm not exactly, I'll probably end up, actually, I don't mind these rocks being right in the middle of it. So we might add some little rock clusters, but I'm still going to line the outside with stuff and still going to put some bark around it. And so far I just kind of took because I wasn't sure where to end the bed, but to me this is like a dry kind of riverbed. So we've got this sort of like natural sort of bridgy path over it, and then we have this bridge. I think I'm going to go with the Brazil nut. I mean, it's close enough to the house that I think we could go with that color, and then I'll probably pick a gazebo in the same color if there is one. And then I thought, well, this is so sparkly. Look at the way it shimmers. That's neat. This could be just like a path that we'll make. And I thought we could put maybe a koi pond, the big koi pond maybe in here. And then we'll have like plants around here, but then maybe put the smaller koi pond maybe over here. And then this path will lead back to this little sort of patio area. We'll have little stages. And then over here, I thought maybe we could do another sidewalk or like the same kind of path leading over to where our Zen Garden's going to be, which I think we'll just put over here. Again, I'm not really sure what the purpose of that's going to be. So I'm not sure if it should just be, maybe we'll have benches around it or something. That could be an idea. I don't know exactly, but I think I'm kind of liking this so far. I'm going to play around with this patio yet a little bit because I might want to try and incorporate sort of like a little, like sort of a planter, built-in planter thing with maybe a tree coming out of it on either end. So I might play around with the shape of it a little, but I tried to sort of just even it out because here I sort of just have it two back in the corner, so I kind of did the same thing over here. But then I was thinking maybe it'd be nice to have sort of just like a little planter somewhere. But I'm not exactly sure how or where to fit that in. Something symmetrical, of course, like maybe build this out. But it depends how big the koi pond is too. Actually, let's look at the koi pond while we're here. Okay, so this is the big one. Oh, I don't want to buy many, but that's okay. So we could have... Again, I gotta see how this is all gonna fit in because I want to make sure the gazebo fits in too. So I may even have to bring the sidewalk a little closer to this dry bed over here. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna have to do is, well, that might be okay. I don't know if there's enough room for the gazebo thing there. But we'll have like a, you know, I wish I could kind of tuck this back a little bit more. I don't know if I can get it any closer to the fence. I could bring it over a little bit, but then we'd have to move our sidewalk over. Okay. Anyway, something like that. And then over here, let's grab the smaller one and we will have it somewhere over here. And again, we may have to fiddle. It's bigger than I thought. I'd have to fiddle with the sidewalk a little bit. Yeah. Oh gosh, these are way bigger than I thought. Yeah, we'll try and fit them in there in a couple of little spots, but I think that could work. Something like that anyway. And that way you can sort of enjoy the koi pond from this patio area. If you want to walk over here and see the bigger one, you can come over here. Like I said, the sidewalk is going to have to be pulled out a little bit. But as you can see, like it's sort of kind of coming together. I think this will be okay. I have no idea what to do with the front yard. Like, I think it's going to be pretty simple. But I think it's sort of, it's giving me a sort of Zen vibe, hopefully. Yeah, we'll put some Japanese lanterns kind of in the dry bed part. And let's actually, let's see here. Let's grab some more of these blocks too while we're here. Okay, guys, I kind of have the patio set up for this gazebo. I think it'll be okay like this. I just kind of wanted it up higher, so we'll see. Now, I know I've played around with these before, and I know that the door, I'm probably going to have to replace. Oh, actually, I think I have the door in the right spot. Oh, good. I kind of, oh no, it's too close to the fence. And it wasn't even that close. Oh, dang it. But yeah, that would have been perfect if it wasn't for... Oh, shoot. Okay, let me play around with this. I could not find the same color in the gazebo, so I just kind of went with the red. I thought it could go with the mulch a little bit. So I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a redder bridge. Maybe we'll kind of switch that out, but darn it. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy, guys. Well, we could try and bring it forward just a tiny little bit, I guess. Let's grab... Shoot. Yeah, like, I mean, that's about all we can really do is just bring it forward a tiny bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to rip out everything. Okay, let me get rid of this for a second. Okay, so what did we go with? We went with the cherry? No. The red cedar, that's what it was. We'll have a red roof, I think. I mean, the green wouldn't be bad, but I think I want to go with the red. It's kind of a traditional oriental kind of color, I think, for roof and architecture. So I think, if I remember right, I just turned it once. This was the original position. I don't know why the door isn't in this spot, but I think I just turned it once this way, and that was the right spot for the door. So we'll just bring it forward a little bit. It's about halfway through that block. And it kind of ends halfway through that block, so that might actually be okay. Let's see if we can get this in now. Oh no, still not. Oh, this is such a pain in the butt. We'll bring it forward just a little bit more, I guess. I'll try it about there. I don't know if this is in the same spot again, but we'll find out in a second. Yay, we did it. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of like little parts to this. Okay. Yeah, I actually like that roof. I think that'll be great. Got a little rooster on top. Screw his eyeballs in. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Is this all centered and stuff? I think that's a nice little thing to come out to. I like it. I like it. I may have to kind of bring this. I don't want the riverbed to touch that, so might have to fool around with that a little bit. The rest of it I think I can live with. I think it'll be good. Yeah, and it brings it up a little bit higher, so so yeah, I'll just probably widen it a little bit out this way and bring the sand in a little bit so it's not quite so in there, you know what I mean. So oops, oh gosh, this thing jumps around so much. So if we go back to the bark and the red, I'll just kind of bring this in a little bit. It's going to jump all over the place. I'm going to have to fix it up a few times yet, but We'll just kind of bring it out. And eventually this will circle the whole thing, and it'll look like one completed little dry river bed. Something like that. I might not want the mulch under there too, so I might bring in that a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. But something like that for now. And then back here, maybe we'll just leave this green. Oh, you know what? This little area, I forgot about that. Some kind of weird, maybe I might have to lay some grass there. We might leave this grass. There's not going to be a whole lot of grass in this backyard, which is kind of what I sort of wanted. I just want little bits. There might be a little bit back here too, but I think this will be good. Again, with this, I'm going to have to fix this too. So this is kind of, I went with the white small rocks for the path. Not sure how far in I'm going to have to bring this path, but I'm not sure if there's enough room to walk here yet, but we'll, oh, I'm going to have to move this bridge again. You know what, actually, oops. Let's sell that bridge. I want to see if there's a better one, but I want to just bring this out a little bit more right in here, just to kind of bring this path out just a little bit more. Okay, so this teak is similar to that gazebo, so I think we're going to use this color. I tried to fix up the path a little bit. We'll probably have to tweak it yet a little bit more. Yeah, like this seems way too big now. I may have to bring this back a little bit, because yeah, now it's sort of eating into the path. Ugh, gosh, it's almost like we need a smaller bridge. But I can fiddle with that a little bit and make it look right. Right now it looks totally off center, but we can pull these back or whatever. I'm not sure about this. Let's place this because, yeah, see, this is totally going into our path now, so I may have to tweak this a little bit too. Let's see how it looks now that it's, yeah, so it kind of eats into the path. I would have liked to have seen this a little bit, but I don't think I could have pushed it back anymore. That's the problem. Can't go any closer to the fence. Yeah, I tried to see if I can move it over, but that's, yeah, I'm going to have to fix this a little bit. I mean, it's not terrible, but I would just kind of like it so that you can at least see a little bit of the mulch alongside of the path, but this path is getting a little bit too narrow now, so I'm going to have to fix this just a tiny little bit, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. But you get the idea of what I'm looking for here, and then this one too can go right in here. This should be okay. I'll make it all fit eventually. Let's just see what this looks like in here. Look at that, koi ponds, perfect. This one's not bad. Surprised it goes on that patio block as much as, yeah, because we can make this a little bit narrow so they're not really interfering with one another. We can also still bring this out because we still have lots of space here, so might do that too, but get the idea anyway. It'll be something like this. So we'll have a little path going through past the koi ponds. You can sit, and maybe we'll do something in this little corner here, have a little bench, and then you can walk past this little koi pond. This I don't think we're going to bother with. I think we'll probably just leave it. In fact, we might even put just a fence across here. And yeah, there's just going to be lots of little things like putting in rocks and stuff. Back here, we'll probably just leave this greenery, put some maples or something. But in here, again, we're going to have something leading to like a yin and yang thing. Let me just look at this for a second. So we'll probably use the same gravel. Maybe I should have changed the gravel. Make this as big as possible. How am I going to make a perfect circle? Where's about the center? If I go That's pretty close. I'm just going to try and stand in one spot. I'm hoping that I'll get a perfect circle if I do this. Looks like it'll work. How come it's not working now? Why did you stop working? I shouldn't have stopped. Oh no! Okay, hang on a sec here. We'll probably use just like, this is the darkest that I could get. I'm going to use the smaller. Okay, let me try this again with the black. Yeah, it's like, oh, now it's working. Okay, so I just can't stop. I got to continually press a button. Okay, that worked. As long as I don't release the button, it seemed to work a lot better. There we go. Got the white part cleaned up. Okay, that works. And then we'll just go around and around and around. Ah! Okay, like that. I think we got it all covered. And then, oh, this is going to be tricky. So probably want to start. So we're going to want to go back to the white. Go with the small again. And, ooh. So that's going to have to be the black. So a yin and a yang, hey? So we'll want to have kind of the tail right about there, I guess. So if we just kind of start bringing it in a bit. Oh, this is going to be so tricky. So we're going to want to come this way. And then the tail's going to kind of... So we're going to want to go smaller here. Oh, hang on a sec here. So we'll go into something narrower there, but we'll bring this forward. It's going to be really hard to do. But you see it's sort of, you know, it'll take some tweaking, but it'll eventually look like a little yin and yang kind of symbol. I feel like I shouldn't have moved from the center here. So this has to be way bigger, right? Oh gosh, oh gosh. And then let's like, I think maybe, I don't know, it's so hard to tell when it's, because we want to have this quite, so the point is going to be, should be quite narrow. So we're going to have it, I'll fiddle with it a little bit more, but I'm just trying to make it kind of narrow into this little spot. I don't want to wreck my outside circle because it's so perfect. I don't know, guys. Okay, hang on. See, it just kind of comes to a point, so I kind of have it like, let's go really small here. It's about as pointy as we're going to get. And if we just fill this in very carefully, I'll have to go over that a couple times, but okay, we got sort of a point, but this whole thing is kind of messed up. So we need to have oops. Oh boy, it's coming slowly, guys, but I'm gonna have to kind of fool around with this a little bit more. This side is looking, just not really sure what I have to do here. Maybe I have to go to the black now. So let's go back to this really quick. I just want to try and get a little bit of this done with you guys. Okay, so if we just sort of rounded this. I've seen pictures. For the most part, I try to avoid a lot of house flipper stuff. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad at all. But I've seen people do some amazing, like they must be artists in real life, but they've done some amazing pictures using just like gravel and all this stuff. I am not an artist. So this is a boat. This boat is close as I'm going to come to any sort of decent shape. So I think it's pretty close, guys. I don't want to mess with it too much, but I might tweak it a little bit. But that's actually looking not too bad. It looks pretty yin and yang, I would say. I think we did actually not too bad. I don't want to look too close, but from, you know, but don't they have like sort of like a little dot? Hang on, let me look up a picture of a yin and a yang. Hang on. Yeah, like in the middle of, like right about here and right about here, they have like a little dot. Like it would be like that, and then it would be, I feel like it's gonna throw off our little, let's just try it right there. That, oh, something like that. Except for now it doesn't look straight. Oh, shoot. Anyway, it'll be something like this in the end, guys. But I think that's kind of gives you the idea. And then, like I said, there's not really enough space to, I thought maybe we could have sort of a pathway going all the way around it. But it looks like there's not going to be a whole lot of space. We might just put some trees back there. But I think that's kind of cool. Maybe we can have just like a couple benches sitting here. I'm not sure what to do, but that's kind of the idea I was going for anyway. I think I'm just going to have to tweak these circles a bit so that they sort of straight across from each other. I mean, that doesn't look bad, but yeah, I think that's something kind of neat to add for that side. And like I said, I think over here, we're just going to end the yard here. And we will just have a fence. So we will probably just put a fence here, and I don't think we're going to have a small enough one for this little spot, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll have it something like this. There is a gap here, but we'll just have to plant a tree or something. But I think we're just going to end the yard right about there, because I like kind of the size of this, and I think this is good enough. Okay, so we got something going on, guys. We just gotta, like I said, I'm gonna make a little path heading to this little area. Maybe have a couple little benches or something where people can just sit, and I don't know what to do with this. I mean, we could even just put grass or something, or like flowers. Look at that. Could have a little, actually it's kind of cute. I don't know, I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this little spot, but I wanted to have a yin and a yang. So we have that over here. Just not sure what to do around it. And it actually, I'm really surprised that it turned out as good as it did. To be able to make this like a circle by spinning, that was actually pretty good. Okay, so we'll think about that little area. I'm going to do a bunch of work to this area to finish off, like filling in this little stuff. And I'm going to take these little things all the way around, put some greenery in, and then, like I said, we'll probably fill it in with some trees and stuff in and around here too. We'll put some in here. I don't know what we should have. I mean, we could have a nice little fire table in the middle of this. Little hearth pot. So cool. That is so cool. Is there any kind of other furniture that we could use? We could have something like this around, just as sort of like a little little sitting area. And then over here we could maybe just do, I still want to use those other chairs though, but it would be nice to have a little spot where they could sit and eat as well. I mean, we could still use those other chairs and then just have a low coffee table, and that could be sort of an eating spot. Oh, these are pretty big. This spot is not super big here. This little... We could still have like a little patio set over here too, though, for eating. This could just maybe be a bit of a lounging area. Yeah, just kind of keep it simple like that. Just a couple chairs. Like I said, we could probably expand our little wood patio thing out in this spot and then have like a little area for eating. So that means I'm going to have to lay a lot more of these things, which I don't think will be too bad. Yeah, I think this might be sort of a little eating spot. And that'll give us like a purpose to, maybe we won't have the path then, or we'll just have a little path coming off. Yeah, I think that's what we'll probably end up doing, guys. Yeah, I think we'll do something like this, guys. So we'll have this little patio. This will be kind of where we'll put something to sort of, like some sort of outdoor dining kind of an area. And I don't know, I don't think I want to mess with the perfect circle-ish kind of thing. I was going to say maybe we could outline this in the red mulch, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I want to leave it like that. Yeah, I think I do. But we'll figure something out. I don't know. I don't know if I should expand this out into sort of, I don't know, a spot where we could put like a chair. I was looking at these chairs here. Let's just see if they're still part of my, and we could put something like this out. You know, just somewhere where you could sit and relax, and but we can build that out onto the patio maybe. Just have a couple of chairs. So we might do something like that on each corner. I wonder if I could fit one more row if I wanted. If I wanted, could I? No. Okay, so that's about as far out unless we, you know, go this way, which might look a little weird. But we might still be able to play with like a planter idea over here too. I'll figure that all out anyway, guys. But I have lots of little details to do. I kind of do like these chairs for in here. I was kind of looking at another set too that I thought maybe like this one. They don't look as like comfortable, but I just thought maybe the style of them would be not too bad. But I think I kind of like those ones better. We'll probably go with that pattern. I like that pattern all the way around. I think it'll look nice out here. And I feel like it kind of has a little bit of an oriental kind of feel to the fabric. So we'll probably go with that. Anyway, guys, let me do some work. But as you can see, it's sort of coming together. Just got to do a lot of finishing touches and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad we blocked this off. And as far as the front yard, I have no idea. But I can tell you right now, it's going to be something real simple. Like, we'll be lucky if we have a sidewalk out here. We could do the same idea with the big raised blocks. Maybe just have a small little dry riverbed, kind of just sort of mimic the front yard to the backyard, but kind of keep it on a more simpler kind of an idea. But anyway, we'll worry about that after. Let me do some more work down here, and we'll back here, and we'll be back. Welcome back, guys. I'm doing some planting out here. You know what? We're not going to finish this backyard today. I have been at this for like over a week when I've had time, and I really want to get a video out to you guys. So I'm just feeling like I'm not gonna have, like, I would like to get this video out to you like tomorrow if I can. So, and then we'll finish it as we go. Yeah, I like that yellow bush there. That's perfect. Okay, so this is what I've done so far. I'm just starting to do some planting. I'm a little bit confused about what to do about these little Zen Garden parts of the yard. As you can see, I use these things around here. I wish these could be a little bit shorter. I just wanted some, like, well, partly I wanted to hide this line because I hate the line between the two of them. But I don't know what I like. So I have used these wood things. I can put some rocks in some spots like I did here, but I just haven't done it yet. It took me forever, but I got this rake to fall. I thought it was perfect for in here. Kind of gives it that Zen Garden feel. I thought I'd play around with some of these fountains. I might leave this one here, but maybe put some bushes around it. I've used some of the bamboo and some of the weeping trees and the Japanese maples, of course. Over here, okay, well, I may have actually blowtorched the grass here just a little bit, and I couldn't get the grass back in, so we're just going to ignore that. This is some kind of a weird glitch. I actually was able to roll grass out, and this is what I got. Was just this flat grass compared to this grass. So I can't do anything about that. So I thought maybe I would try and fit a bush back there to hide it. Yeah, we could probably bring that Japanese maple forward a bit and put a bush back there. But anyway, I'm just starting to put the plants in. As you can see, I haven't gotten much further with these little green things. But back to this. So I'm trying to decide, do I want to use these? And then I thought, we could use the little rocks. I just wish that they were a little bit smaller. Yeah, I'm just not sure if I like that or not. Seems like, I don't know, looks really busy. And then I tried using the flat rocks, but it's kind of like I need something in between. I just want small rocks, but there's not really anything smaller. So I ended up taking out the little, because I was using these stepping stones as sort of a pathway, but I thought, you know what, I think just having this white gravel is enough. I think it'll just start looking too busy if we start putting like a walking path through the whole thing. So I kind of finished this off, but like I said, I do want to add some more greenery. I just put a bench here, and I was playing around with the idea of maybe putting in some bonsai trees here and there. I put this thing up. I just thought maybe it would be a nice little walkway through here. Maybe actually, you know what? They have vines. I wonder if the vines would go around that. Hang on a second. I was just looking at them. Okay, so there's these vines. It's going to be too thick, but oh, we could maybe. It's a little bit not quite close enough, but there is a narrower one. Let's just have a look at that. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know exactly what kind of plants and flowers are a good sort of Asian variety, I guess. So I have to, I don't know. I was like, I mean, other than the obvious Japanese maple and, okay, what's the difference between single vine and vine? Well, that's kind of nice. We could do something like that. I just want to look at this single vine. Is it just smaller? I don't know. There's not a whole lot of difference, but we can stick this one in here. Does it actually go in closer? No, it's about the same. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, that looks pretty. Okay. So anyway, maybe you guys can help me. What do you guys like better? Do you like the rocks? Do you like the flat rocks? Or do you like these little things? I was almost going to take these and put them around the outside, but then I thought, no, I think I want it around the sand part. But I do really like this. I am going to keep it pretty simple. I just put like a couple of bamboo things in here, and I think that's probably like enough for the sand. So we just have the little Japanese lantern here with the little bamboo thing. I put a little bird bath. I might move that. I'm not sure. Bird bath might be kind of cute right there. I don't know. And then we have the other Japanese lantern there. So we're using up all the Japanese lanterns, and the path turned out really good. So this is how I ended up doing the little patio thing, and I put the chairs that I wanted to use. Just put a little tea set up here, kept it kind of simple. Put these cute little elephants, because I really like elephants, of course, and I just thought that looked kind of nice. So we have this nice little sitting area so far right here. And I ended up reworking, hang on one sec. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. I ended up reworking this a little bit. So, you know how I was telling you, I wish the seam went all the way around. I ended up just flipping them, and I was kind of using them as sort of a slab. So I was using two as a slab. So I kind of ended up leaving that, like just kind of raising every two. and I really like the way it looked. I ended up actually going up a little bit higher. So I'm actually really happy with this little sidewalk. It's probably my favorite thing. For some reason, I just think it's kind of cool. And then of course we have our little sitting area where they could just relax around the fire. And I put a couple of little benches here so that they could put their drinks on there. And I think I'm just going to leave this as is. At first I had a whole bunch of bamboo across the back of this, but they just kind of got lost. So I thought maybe I'll put some planters in here, put a little bamboo, put a couple little fountains out front, and of course some patio lights. We'll put more of those throughout. And then here I thought maybe we could just add, actually we're going to cut down this tree. Let's see. I love cutting down these trees. I might have to fix the gravel underneath. Do I have to move around this thing to cut it down? Wow, this is a big tree. Watch it take out my whole backyard or the house. Timber! Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Okay, cool. They had a couple of little Japanese maple trees that I thought maybe we could put in here. So let me just go back to surfaces, and we're just going to fill this. That's not the right stuff. We're going to fill this in really quick. And then we'll grab those trees. Okay, I should be able to find them. These little small Japanese maples, they only come in kind of one color, it seems. Let's move it over just a little bit. Do you think that'll be? I think those are. I didn't want anything too big here. They might be a little bit bushy, but I don't want to overuse the bamboo either. So let's see what this looks like anyway. I think those should be okay. Yeah, they don't do too much. If I was just sitting here, oh, it's so pretty. There's just so much more I want to do. Well, I mean, not so much, but I want to kind of put stuff in all the corners, and I've been at this for a while, so that's why I want to kind of get at least this part out to you guys, and then we'll come back and finish it and sell it, because this video has run already too long. So, okay, let's dig this hole. I really have to start streaming this game, because it would be so much funner. So much funner? Yeah, so much funner. I should have turned one of them. Did I put them in exactly the same? Oh, that's okay. You can barely tell. Yeah, I think I like those. Let's just sit down and make sure. But yeah, it would be so much funner to kind of be playing alongside it with you guys, because you guys can help me decide as I go, because the longer I play this game, the more indecisive I get, it seems. Oh, maybe that's not true. I think I've just always been indecisive. But anyway, guys, this is a start. We got our Japanese maple here. That's one of my favorite trees. I was playing around with maybe, like I said, putting in a few more bushes and stuff, but I think we're going to just end it here. I'll show you what I've done so far here. So this is what I've done with all of the same composite boards. I ended up just kind of putting a divider here because I was trying to extend it out a bit so that our yin and yang was a little bit more centered. So I wanted to bring this all out a little bit. And then I put some fence up here because I thought that might be a nice backdrop for maybe something. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's as far as I've got. And then I thought, well, maybe we can make some planters in here and put something in here. But I don't know. That's another thing I need help with. What do I put around here? Because I can't really make a path. And I kind of, I don't know. I don't really want to clutter the this actual thing with furniture, because then you won't see the design. So, I mean, we could have just like a backdrop of trees, or I'm not really sure what to do around this. Maybe it's just good as is. Sorry, I had to unfreeze there. Like maybe it's okay as is, and then we can just put a couple of, you know, maybe relaxing chairs here where they could just sit and, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to dress this part up. We'll probably have low flowers or something in these little boxes. like I said, we could put some trees or something back there. Just kind of put some flowers around it. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is a start of something anyway. And this is where I thought maybe we could have just some dining and a barbecue and more seating area kind of thing. But I think it's looking pretty zen. I'm liking it. Yeah, give me your guys' ideas. I put this little rug up here too. I think I showed you this little sitting area. So, and then, yeah, other than that, I think I like the position of the koi ponds. They're working for me. They're looking okay, but like I said, we just need a few more plants. I wanted to try and use some of these crazy big bonsai plants just because. So I'll probably put those in some of these corners. But yeah, I think it's so far so good. Let me know, you guys, what you guys think of these borders. Which one you like better. And I don't know. Like this one, this was my original thought, but it just, now that I have so many in here, it just looks like a lot. But I don't want to add too many rocks to break it up. But we could probably add some more. Or maybe I could mix. Just like take some of these and kind of do a mixture of them. That might be... Okay, I'm scared to use my delete tool because it keeps deleting the ground underneath. So, but we could maybe, let's just kind of do a mixture of, I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys give me your thoughts. But I think we are going to end it here because I still have so much more work to do. And like I said, the video is already long. And we still have to work on the front yard too. And I haven't wrapped my head around what I want to do out here. So, like I said, all I can think is maybe doing the same kind of cool little stepping stone thing to the front door. And having just a small little dry riverbed Zen garden kind of a thing. I don't think I'm going to do too much out here because after I'm done in the backyard, I think I'll probably be pretty darn tired of it. Oh, it's so laggy in the house. Anyway, guys, we are going to end it here so I can get this video out to you. And hopefully I'll be able to finish the rest in the next couple days and get another video out to you guys sooner than later. So let me know what you guys think so far. And if you guys have any ideas, as always, just send them my way. We'll try to incorporate those too. But thanks for watching this one, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.